The battle for your vote this election campaign is being fought in the palm of your hand. And in 2025, being able to tell what's real while you scroll is harder than ever.
The greatest threat, the one that I believe threatens the very existence of our democracy, is disinformation.
With looming geopolitical threats, the rapid growth of AI, and social media safeguards disappearing, we're in an information war unlike any other. To help us make sense of it all, we've come to McGill University in Montreal.
Hi, Angus. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Angus Bridgman is director of the Media Ecosystem Observatory. The group is analyzing and shedding light on digital threats this campaign. First red flag he's got for us, a Facebook group turned vehicle for manipulation. So what are we looking at here?
So this is a great example of a candidate group that we would be looking at and sort of saying, hey, this is a little bit suspicious. So Trump only recently started talking about 51st state. Hey, this group has 18,000 members. Okay, that's a little bit strange. Why is that mobilized so quickly? We don't know. So we go and look at the group, and we can see, for example, the history of the group. So we can see the name changes. So actually, this is a group that used to be a buy and sell group, and then somebody gets this group and changes it and adapts it, and now, okay, June 2024, Canadians Against Pride Month, Canadians for Donald Trump. This has been repurposed to now make it seem like 18,000 Canadians support this idea.
So how does this happen? How does a buy and sell group become a support group for Trump's 51st state rhetoric?
This is a great example of a Facebook group marketplace.
Turns out these groups can be bought at a surprisingly affordable price.
If you want a group in Europe with 1,000 members, it's $50. North America, 5,000 members, it's $300. And you can go, oh, here, if you've got a fair amount of money, 600?
100,000 people.
100,000 people, and that's why people buy these groups.
It's like I think some of it is just sensationalization.
Bridgman finds these tricky to spot examples through what he calls his boots on the ground.
Are they posting a lot?
Oh yeah, they're posting a lot.
These students from McGill and other universities across the country have created dozens of social media accounts and are monitoring how they're targeted by information manipulation. Because they're undercover, we're not showing their faces.
Hey guys, how's it going? Anything to flag today?
Leading the team is research assistant Dia Jiang.
Is that in French or?
Yeah, it's in French.
Okay. We're looking at these profiles based on different geolocations, also based on different interests, to kind of see what's going to pop up, right? They might be subject to different kind of misinformation. They may be subject to different kind of content. So we're trying to cover this wide range of Canadian interests and spotting anything that's potentially suspicious.
Yeah.
This election really kicks off.
Yeah, there's been a lot of activity this week. Obviously, people are paying attention to the election.
This ever-present digital threat demands a nationwide response.
So we're seeing the websites using images from Carney, from Polyev, from Singh. And
The Montreal team has formed a coalition with partners from across the country.
We've seen a couple of examples already of doctored photos.
Among them, Jennifer Irish. With 35 years of national security experience, she's now with the University of Ottawa's Information Integrity Lab.
Do you get fooled?
Yes, I do. I guess I shouldn't be saying that in this forum, but it is getting more and more difficult. And we have specialists who are looking especially at visual disinformation. Sometimes it takes the application of quite sophisticated tools to see whether something's manipulated or not.
This fake image of Liberal leader Mark Carney didn't require high-tech tools and was quickly debunked, but not before it had an impact.
We know this is fake, but there was actually a heckler who brought this up.
this has happened before, that hecklers have brought in fake news into sort of the real world, but what we're seeing is a different sort of scale. And also, this is more convincing. You know, in the past it would have just been text and a rumor or a doctored image. Now you can generate for cents, you know, these sorts of images
And
for
it looks
any
like
politician.
this could be real.
And it looks like it could be real. And this technology is only getting better, so it's only going to get more convincing.
Another form of disinformation Bridgman has on his radar this campaign, a potential bot attack.
This was a great example where
He points to one last summer that served as a wake-up call.
in Kirkland Lake, this is a small Ontario town, Pierre Poilievre held a rally, and a few days later, there was thousands of messages on X talking about how that rally was great.
Like this Barry, for example, is saying, as a northern girl, it's refreshing to see a leader who actually listens. And this person's saying that, the rural issues won me over. But essentially, they're all positive towards this very rally.
Exactly. So they're all positive, slight variations of text. 3 days after, it's not credible. It likely was a single actor testing out a pipeline.
The Conservative Party of Canada has denied any involvement in the bot campaign. Bridgman says in the 8 months since, AI models have gotten even more sophisticated.
If I'm a would-be manipulator, I now have access to cheap bots at scale that I can deploy on a social media platform and get them to sound human and interact as if they were human. And I can do that in a very innocent way for a long period of time until, hey, there's this message, there's this idea I want to push out, and then I can use them to do that. And that's unique to this election. We've not ever seen that capability before.
Bridgman's group and its partners have mounted a counteroffensive, a dedicated election website, a tip line for suspicious content, and a weekly newsletter detailing the latest incidents. In this battlefield, where truth itself is contested territory, transparency may be the ultimate weapon.